Fred McNeil, we're here at the Liberty Building here in Centerville. Paul Comfort, okay, has just got a terrific job with the state of Maryland. We're going to have a chance to talk to some of the commissioners, talk about Paul, his short time as being a county commissioner. We're just saying some good thoughts about him. And then we'll talk to Paul about his new job and how much he appreciates the time he was a county administrator and a chance to serve as a county commissioner. Greg, you're about to lose Paul, and
Yes,
it's been a big help to you.
He's been a huge help. Having someone that knows the ropes, that sat in my chair as county administrator, that has the experience on both sides has been a blessing. So we're gonna miss him. He's gonna be tough to replace.
All of you are.
We're all gonna miss him. Yeah.
Well, we all wish him good luck, and he'll get to Baltimore. I hope he doesn't forget us, right?
I hope he doesn't either. So I just hope he's safe over in Baltimore.
He will. I hope. Yeah. And the cast is coming off.
Cast is coming off next week, so
right.
I should get rid of it and be good to go.
Okay. Thanks a lot for your
Sure.
comment.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Paul and I met on the campaign trail, and we were both had the advantage of being elected in the Republican primary with no Democratic opposition. So we began the process of figuring out how to govern at that point. And Paul was wonderful because he was a county administrator here, and he's an attorney. And so some of the things that I picked up were some of the nuances of government, the rules of the game, if you will. And it was very helpful to me. This is my first time in elected office. So, and you know what it also did? It provided a platform for trust and being able to work together.
I mean, Paul's moving on to bigger and better things, working at the state in a very prestigious job. And hey, for once, we get to eat in the commissioner's room. We're having a big bang over in there. My biggest concern is I don't know who's now going to be making all the motions now that Paul's gone.
It's going to be very quiet.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be quiet in there. So, and nobody talking, and I don't have to duck anymore because you know how Paul, I think he must be Italian or something because those arms are always moving. So,
Gestures are
oh,
fine.
yeah. So, I mean, life is good. We wish him the best, and we're going to miss his leadership, and it's been a great team.
Well, actually, if you look at our last show that we did, Brad, my entire last segment was how sad I was that Paul was going. Paul has been an exemplary commissioner. He had the experience having been a former administrator. He was sympathetic to all the things I liked, so he was, to me, the best commissioner we could have had, and I am desperately sad he's leaving, and I hope that whoever comes to replace him adds up to even a fraction of what he was. So,
to me, it's the county loss, losing Paul, but also I'm extremely happy the guy's leaving because he was my #1 competition when it came to economic development. Him and I ran.
I thought you were going to say good looks here.
No. Him and I had the same vision for economic development right down the line, and it seemed like it was a horse race back and forth. But seriously, it's going to be the county's going to lose out on Paul, and I wish he would reconsider it, and I still do.
Paul Comfort, Commissioner Paul Comfort. Paul, I'm delighted you got a new job, but I'm very sad we're going to lose you as a great service to the community you've been doing. Channel 7 loves you. So tell us about the new, first of all, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Tell us about the new job.
Well, I feel the same way. I feel sad that I have to leave being a county commissioner in order to take this job, but this is an opportunity to help the governor and the secretary do a statewide agency. So you almost have to say yes when the governor calls.
It's a promotion.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So what it is the governor has, and the Secretary of Transportation, Pete Ron, has actually appointed me to the position of administrator for the Maryland Transit Administration.
Yeah, what does that mean?
So that's over the Baltimore City bus, rail, light rail, and paratransit. And statewide, it's over the MARC train, the commuter buses, and then each county has their own little county ride like we have here.
Right.
They have $100 million, they fund those, and they regulate them. So it's a statewide as well as a Baltimore City.
It's going to keep you busy, Paul.
It's a $1 billion budget with its own police department and thousands of employees. And so it's the biggest thing I've ever done, but I'm ready for it. I've headed up county governments, I've run county government agencies, but I've also had 20 years in the transportation industry.
This is your field.
It combines that, the political, the government agency, and transportation, and I think it's an opportunity to make my avocation be my vocation.
Sure. Now, I heard you on radio this morning. You gave gave, and I hope you remember them, you said the three most important things. It was safety, and I forget.
Yes.
Yeah, what were those? I was very impressed. That was good.
Yeah, well, I've been doing, like I said, transportation for a long time, and you're looking for three things: safety, efficiency, and reliability. So safety, obviously, that's not only the police presence, but it's also reduction of accidents and injuries. And then you have efficiency, which is there's a 35% fare box recovery mandate from the state legislature that the MTA has not been meeting. We need to make sure we cut costs or do a combination of things in order to make sure that the fare box recovery ratio is where it needs to be. It needs to be efficient, and then also passengers per hour, and there's 100 things to look at when it comes to efficiency. And then on time, right? The buses have to run on time. The train has to run on time.
People depend on them. Right?
Yeah, so we need to make sure that all the new technologies that are available to us, where people can go on their cell phone and see when's the next bus going to arrive. All that stuff we can do, and we can make, this is the 14th largest transit system in America. The Baltimore system is. I want to make it the very top tier, and I think we can do that.
Now, Paul, I know one thing you want to do is thank the public, because I know your commitment to Queen Anne's County, for one, getting elected
Yes.
and having the opportunity. Please
Yes.
express whatever
Well,
thoughts you like.
thank you. My comments later tonight, I'm going to say, all my life I've wanted to make a difference. That's really what's been in my heart, to make a difference. And so I've been given the opportunity to make a difference, as president of my student government, at Chesapeake College, as president of the Governor's Youth Advisory Council, as a county administrator, as a county commissioner. Now I have a chance to make a difference at the statewide level. And what an opportunity to serve. It's not only everybody in the state, it's also people in Queen Anne's County. There's the commuter buses that come to Kent Island, it's the county ride system, and it's every place in the state that I can hopefully make a difference. And so I really want to thank the citizens for their support to me over the years, and making me the top vote getter this last time for county commissioner. I'm really sorry I have to leave, but there's a part of the Maryland Constitution which says you can't hold two offices of public profit at the same time.
It's like
And these
conflict
two
of interest, right?
Yeah, well, not a conflict of interest, because one is really Baltimore City, more of that, but it's just that you can't have two positions where you exercise the sovereignty of the state. That's the key issue. And as a county commissioner, clearly that's one of them, and the MTA is probably another one. So I have to leave, but I'll still be here. I'll live in the county. I'll be commuting to Baltimore City, and
Your wife just gave a big sigh of relief in the other room.
Yeah. So I'm very excited about this opportunity the secretary and the governor have given me, but I'm very sad I have to leave the county. I've had a great relationship with my fellow commissioners. There's these four guys, so three of them kind of ran against me. They ran somebody against me in the primary, but we've all become good buddies since then. The other guy, Jim, kind of was running with the incumbents, but we've all come together as a team. And the camaraderie, the bond that's formed among us, I think is really unique, and I'm really going to miss that part of it as well.
Well, that's good. You're going to bring your expertise and all your enthusiasm to the whole state. Paul, congratulations.
Thank you.
I know you'll still remain a Redskin fan, and
Absolutely.
anytime you want to sing Hail to the Redskins, I'm available.
Well, I'm going to have to probably become a Ravens fan now, too. So.
You look good in purple. Okay.
There you go.
Hey, best
Thank
of
you.
luck
Okay,
again.
thanks.
Fred McNeil, thanking you for watching QAC TV. We just spent some time with Paul Comfort, who we resigned as a county commissioner, go on to a terrific job with the state, and we heard from some of his fellow commissioners and county administrator Greg Todd. Thanks very much for watching QAC TV.